Hi everyone, Michael Landfield here, and thank you for joining me. So today's topic is part of the meditation spiritual video series that I want to start creating more of. And basically, this video is about grounding ourselves, staying positive. What is my idea of staying grounded, of not burning out? Okay, so when we're on our journey, on our path in life, sometimes we'll have times when it just doesn't seem like things are going well. There are a lot of challenges in our way, and there's always going to be these ups and downs. There's always going to be challenges because that's how we learn and grow. If there's no challenges, everything will be so easy that it would there wouldn't be any effort, there wouldn't be any need to even live if there was no challenges. And so sometimes we feel like challenges, like certain challenges and certain times of our lives are worse than others. And we don't feel sometimes that we want to even live. But one thing that I've really learned that helps me stay on my path is to realize that if I were not to be here, then I wouldn't be here to fulfill that special purpose, that purpose of mine. And I wouldn't be here to do what I need to do because everyone needs to do their part in order for us to get to that utopian world we all want to live in. And everyone is important, vitally important. We have this urgency that each and every one of us has to do. We have to do our part. That's the urgency. We have to fulfill that purpose of ours. That's the urgency. Now we'll never really fulfill the purpose, but at least we'll get, one step closer and closer to our goals and purposes. So, because there's an urgency, I think about that. So when I feel like there's so much obstacles in my way and that nothing's working out and there's just so many challenges, I feel that, hey, stop this. The universe needs me. God needs me to push on, to persevere. That's what the government wants from us. They want us to be depressed. They want us to be enslaved. They want us to be, having all these negative feelings within us. They want us to live in fear. They want us to be enslaved. But we're not going to let them. Because, first of all, government, even though in a sense governments are not really our friends, they're really not here for in our best interests, but we still have to understand that they're operating from a perspective of what of our consciousness of what humanity's operating at. Humanity is operating at a certain level of consciousness. And so if we're operating at a certain level of consciousness, then the government is going to be at that same level of consciousness. So if we're not operating at a loving and caring as vegans, if our society is not vegan, then, and which really means to love and to care for all beings, to really live in a utopian world, then the government is going to follow suit. The government is going to be at that same conscious level that we are at. So if we say that governments are not helping us and not, they're just not doing their part, it's because consciously humanity is at a very low vibrational frequency. And so the whole understanding is that once we raise our consciousness, once we start embracing love at all aspects of our lives, then governments will start to mirror itself in us because that's what it is. It's mirroring itself. Basically, If we're continuing to support violence within ourselves, within our lives, within our, you know, everyday lives, and whatever we buy, whatever we purchase in the supermarkets and through farmers markets and so forth, that's going to be reflected in the world. So if we're supporting the killing and stealing and the use of animals, it's going to happen to us. You know, we cannot continue supporting killing and the violence and expect our lives to be perfectly in harmony. It's not going to work that way. We have to respect all life forms. We have to care and we have to love all life forms in order for our lives to be in sync with the universal energy force. So, the whole idea about this video basically is to realize all of that. So, how do we, once we realize this whole picture, the bigger picture, and we understand our lives, our purposes, then we realize that it's urgent that individually we each do our part to share this message. And the message is basically just one of love and compassion for all life, sharing that with people, telling people that we need to reconnect to that, to our values of love and compassion. Let's not kill any longer. Let's stop the killing, stop the theft and the violence and the use of other beings. And we need to continue on our journey. This one amazing life, sharing the message that we really, really want to share, which is our values of kindness, compassion for others, for all beings, and to do our part to share this message with others. And so the one way that I do this without burning out is to remember that I have this purpose that I have to fulfill. God or the universe gave me this purpose, instilled within me this meaning within my life that I have to strive for. And to realize that if and look at it this way, actually. If you think about the natural order in nature, think about the natural order, all the beings in this earth. If one species, for example, was taken out of the web of life, what would happen? Or if one animal and then another animal and another animal and another animal was removed from the web of life, what would happen? It would start to crumble, just like a domino effect. We take one domino, or snowball effect. One snowball can create a massive avalanche. Just like removing one individual being from the sphere of the universal energy will disrupt the entire energy of that universe. Now, of course, all beings eventually must pass on to the next life. But in this life that we're living now, we have to do our part. Whatever that part may be, whatever that purpose may be, we have to fulfill it. Because if we don't, and if we become depressed and enslaved and we continue, following orders from governments and from the elite people, then we're not doing our part. We're just, floating around doing nothing, basically. So we're basically here for nothing. But each of us has this purpose once we understand what that is. So once we understand what our purpose is, then we understand that there's an urgency. And the urgency is that we have to fulfill this our meaning of life, our purpose. Because if we don't, then... Because the way I see it, basically, is that there is an urgency within me. I need to fulfill this. There's this natural instinct within me that tells me I need to do what I need to do. There's no explaining why I need to do it or what I need to do. I just need to do it. It's just like any animal that has an order in this world. They have an order. They have this, and it's not really an order because some people are not. Somebody's not telling you to do it. We're just doing it out of the kindness of our hearts. We know that we have to do it. We know that I'm here for this reason. I'm here to do this. I'm here to serve the earth, to serve the animals, to serve the humans, to serve all beings. I'm here to do this. I have this purpose I need to fulfill. It's not that if I don't do it, something drastic might happen. It's I need to do it. It's a drive within me that propels me to continue living. So that's how I stay on this course, how I stay positive, because I know that this is a drive that I need to fulfill. I need to do this. There's no explaining why I need to do this or what exactly I need to do. I just need to do it. And once we have this oomph within us to want to help the world in any way we can, and the way that we're doing it is basically what it is, what it comes down to in terms of words, is that we're trying to share veganism with as many people as possible. That's what we're trying to do. In whatever way we want to really say that or do it. We want to share veganism with as many people as possible. That's veganism, raw veganism, fruitarianism, whatever it may be. We want to share that with as many people as possible to reconnect their love for all life on this earth, to reconnect their values of kindness, compassion, and to also get them to understand that we need to share this with as many people as possible. So that is how I stay positive on my journey, on my path, without me, you know, without me, I mean, eventually we all crumble, we all fall down, you know. There's always going to be ups and downs, but we have to realize that when we're down, that we have to get back up because this drive that we have within us to fulfill that purpose is very, very important. If we really want to live in that Garden of Eden, if we really want to live in utopia, paradise, in that world, then we have to continue. And I think that's where it boils down to. I really feel that this is what I'm here for. This is really why I'm sharing this message with as many people as possible without burning out. Burning out means that we don't have faith in our higher consciousness or in the universe or in God. We don't have faith that it's going to work out for the best. I mean, even though at times we may feel like we have so many challenges and it may feel like the universe is not on our side, but have faith because there's always going to be these ups and downs. There has to be these lows in order for us to achieve these highs. So just keep pursuing, what we're doing. Just keep on going. Just keep on going on our path. Don't let anything stand in our way. Just keep going positive, 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 no matter what. And when we have these challenges, don't think of them as challenges. Think of them as benefits, benefiting us. Wow, these are challenges and it's benefiting me. It's a best challenge that I've ever had because it lets me to learn and to experience what I need to do in order to get forward in this path of mine, in this journey of mine. So I'm so excited to be on this amazing journey with amazing people and other amazing animals on this earth. And we're all working together to create this amazing utopian world that we all want to live in. So let's do that. Governments are behind us because once we are on this journey, the governments are following us because it's the energy. If we're setting a positive and an amazing energy vibration in the world, then everybody will start following us slowly, slowly. And it's going to be an amazing amazing experience. So if we want to go on this ecstatic, amazing, I don't even know what words to use, but this incredible journey, if we want to feel so incredible and so happy to be alive on this earth, then let's pursue this journey that we have, this purpose that we have. Continue on, no matter how low we get, continue on. I want to thank you so much for joining me here, and let's come together to create this amazing world we all want to live in. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video, and please don't forget to get my books and write Amazon reviews of each of them on Amazon.com. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.